YouTube, what's going on, man? You got your boy True Tony back in the building again, man. Coming with this good content. Y'all know what time it is, man. You know I'm gonna drop some content like I told y'all every day. I'm coming with these hot topics. And today's topic: what's really going on with CMG, man? What's really going on with CMG, y'all? It's crazy work, though, man. Crazy work. But we about to get ready to get into this content. But before we get into the content, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And y'all always tap in, don't tap out, man. So today's content is coming from Letitia. It's coming from Letitia, y'all. And we about to go on and get into this content real quick. See what y'all opinion is on this, man. Just going to add it to the stage. All right. Let's go on and get to it.
I feel like, man, whatever you do wrong must come back around in a circle. Just like you know what I'm talking about? If you did wrong and everybody know it's blatant, the truth is out in the open. You sent that type of energy towards the Young Dolph way, and you got no Young Dolph knocked off. I talked to Govan. I did an interview with Hernandez Govan, the dude.
Damn. Man, this shit crazy. It's already coming on like, whew. This is crazy, chat. That's Stan G right there with Adam 22 at No Jumper. And basically, he's spilling all the shit right here.
Who
man.
said the whole, supposedly, you know what I'm saying, Dolph murder up.
Have my life back. What's the first thing you plan to do? Go hug my son.
Mr. Govan, you haven't smiled all this week, but obviously you have a lot to smile about. Just tell me just about what you're feeling in right now.
Like I said, it's kind of hard to explain the feeling of getting your life back, you know.
Y'all, it looks like CMG is officially falling apart right in front of us. For years, people whispered about cracks in Yo Gotti's empire, but now, those whispers just turned into full-on alarms. Stan G, one of the most tapped-in voices out of Memphis, went...
That's crazy, man. Damn. I mean, I did see Black Youngster put a post up the other day. Well, not a post, but his Instagram, to where he said he independent. So I'm like, man, why you say he independent? I thought he was signed to CMG. So I don't know, man. This video might get in depth with that. You know what I'm saying? So let's see what this video talking about.
And on No Jumper and basically said out loud what everyone's been too scared to say. Yo Gotti might actually take out his own artist, Black Youngsta. And that's not coming from trolls online. This is someone who's been face to face with the streets. Someone who's interviewed the same people tied to Young Dolph's case. So if Stan G is saying this, it's not just drama, it's a serious warning. When Stan G sat down on No Jumper, he didn't hold back at all. He came right out and said it. The same energy Yo Gotti put on Young Dolph is what got him killed. And if Gotti could go that far with an enemy, what makes anyone think he wouldn't do the same to somebody in his own camp if things got messy? Stan G basically called Black Young...
Did you spend time at a California juvenile detention facility like Los Padrinos, Barry J. Meador?
Youngsta a send-out. The guy Gotti would push to do the reckless stuff, the beefs, the wild videos that other rappers wouldn't even touch. At first, it kept CMG buzzing, but now with the Dolph case still...
Hey, y'all already know too, man. Black Youngster was a motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie, man. He was... He had the internet in the chokehold at one point in time. He did get on the internet, do some wild ass shit, and he ain't give a fuck about it. That's facts.
Hanging heavy, Stan G said that same role makes Youngsta look less like an asset and more like a liability. And in Gotti's world, liabilities don't last long.
When I put out a story, the other day I put out a story, Young Mob had ended up catching a Rico. You know what I'm talking about? And I put out a story. An hour later, the news ran the same story.
The way fans saw it, this wasn't just some random history lesson. Stan G was putting out a straight-up warning. His message was clear: watch your back. He even reminded everyone that what you put out always comes back around. And right now, with how Gotti moves, Youngsta's so-called loyalty might be the very thing that puts him in danger. Here's where things really start to look shaky. For a long time, CMG was on top. Yo Gotti had the roster everybody wanted. Moneybagg Yo was running it up. Black Youngsta kept the label in headlines with his antics. And then Glorilla came in and blew up almost overnight.
I ain't gonna lie though, Moneybagg Yo, like you really don't even hear from Moneybagg Yo no more like you used to. At one time, he was like, tearing the shit up too. He was tearing the streets up, but you don't really hear from him as much as you did when he first came out. I don't know, man. Is CMG really falling apart?
From the outside, they look like family, winning together, backing each other up, no problems in sight. But recently, that picture doesn't match anymore. Moneybag's buzz slowed down, Youngsta doesn't have the same energy, and Gotti seems focused only on Glorilla. And even she's under a lot of pressure, because right now, she's the only one really carrying the label. Instead of family goals, it feels more like who's actually safe here.
Well, hell, at this point, because you lost all the his last artist is Glorilla. She doing crazy because he putting a crazy bag behind Glorilla.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? So Glorilla, she gonna shine regardless right now. But when he go over there and dealing with them Texas boys, them folk got hit up. Them folk got.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, Glorilla is really blowing up like big, man. She one of the biggest female artists out right now, coming out of Memphis and just in general, like in the whole industry. But it does seem like Gotti is more focused on Glorilla right now. And then, you know, she's like the youngest one, I believe, probably in the whole count. So, I mean, it makes sense because he know that he got longevity for that bag to keep getting ran up. That's my opinion.
You know, everywhere you go to, like the Fed watching it. You know what I'm talking about? He signed that boy over here. That boy ended up going to jail. So they watching that boy so close right now.
Then, Youngsta started taking CMG out of his bio, posting captions that looked like shots, and right after that, Stan G stepped in with his warning. That's when people...
That's what I was talking about right here. Black Youngster heavy count and say independent.
Captions that looked like...
Right there, y'all see it right there. It says independent. So I'm like, damn, you know, is he really going independent or is he still signed to CMG? Shit. What's really going on with CMG, man? Hey, chat, y'all drop y'all comments in the comment section.
Shots, and right after that, Stan G stepped in with his warning. That's when people stopped laughing it off as trolling. It started looking like something real was going on. Fans are noticing it too. CMG doesn't look tight like before. Every post looks shady, every move feels off, and all that talk about loyalty just doesn't hit the same. And to really understand why things are so tense between Yo Gotti and Black Youngsta, you have to look back at Young Dolph. That's where all of this started. Years ago, Gotti wanted to sign Dolph, but Dolph turned him down. From that moment, everything changed. Gotti didn't just move on,
That's definitely true, man. You know, they saying Gotti did want to sign Dolph, and Dolph turned it down. Dolph was like, I want to do my own thing. I'm making my own bag. Shit, why I want to sign to someone and not put my own time and invest my own money into my own self? Which I feel anybody would do. You know what I'm saying? If you got your own money, you got your own bag, you invest a lot of time in your own shit, your own craft, you're going to want to keep doing your own thing. That's how I look at it.
Started blocking Dolph, trying to slow down his career. But instead of stopping him, it only pushed Dolph to shine even more. That's when the beef turned serious. Diss tracks, public shots, and real street tension came with it. And Black Youngsta? He was right there on the front.
Imagine bringing your side project to life just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
Crazy work, chat. It's crazy work.
He wasn't just rapping. He was pulling up in neighborhoods, posting wild videos, and doing things most rappers wouldn't even dare to do.
The only reason I didn't do it, like I could have went over there and got what got it and got the co-signer and sped my whole process up. But at the same time, I couldn't do it because I had too much of my own money and too much of my own time invested into it. I
just said that, chat. I literally just said that. See, y'all, man, one thing about me, I look into the music shit because I'm an artist myself. But I'm doing this content creating thing. You know, I'm going down a different path with it, you know what I'm saying? But I got a lot of knowledge on this shit, you know what I'm saying? And I remember back when Dolph did want to sign, back when Gotti wanted to sign Dolph to CMG. And Dolph was like, no, you know, I'm going to do my own thing, you know what I'm saying? And I guess Dolph's going to explain that right here. Let's see.
So it wouldn't have made sense for me. You see what I'm saying? And, man, it's like, that's Memphis, bro. That town is too small. You know what I mean? Like, whatever, if anything, if he wanted to do something, I want to do something, but it's like let's do it. That town is smart. You know what I'm saying?
I'm glad to hear that.
It's just Memphis one of them cities like that. You know what I mean? Like if you pay attention, it always been a artist at the city saying, I'm the king of Memphis, I'm the king of Memphis. That's why it done been so hard for other artists to pop out and take off because everybody want to be that the big one is just me. You know what I mean? But
now at the
that make a lot of sense though, because that happens in a lot of different states, especially down south. And I mean it happened all over the world, really technically, but it happens a lot down south. You know, you're gonna have the king of, like you said, the king of Memphis. I'm the king of Florida. I'm the king of Texas. I'm the king of motherfucking Louisiana, king of Baton Rouge, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It definitely does happen. Let's get on back to the content.
Time, people thought it was just part of his image. But looking back, it was way too reckless. Even Stan G called it federal moves because Youngsta was putting himself in situations that could only bring heat back on him. So when Dolph was killed in Memphis, all eyes went straight to CMG. Even if nothing was proven against Gotti or Youngsta, the streets already made up their mind. And once people connect your name to something like that, it sticks forever. That's the shadow hanging over CMG right now. And it's also why Black Youngsta doesn't look like an asset anymore. He looks like a reminder of something the label can't get away from. Now, there was a time when Black Youngsta was CMG's wild card. He was the one doing all the crazy stunts, clowning online, showing off stacks of cash, and keeping people talking about the label. Whenever Yo Gotti needed the energy turned up, Youngsta was right there. Fans saw him as loyal, the kind of artist who would ride for the team no matter what.
Hey man, y'all rich tell them bitch what it is, bro. Y'all fly niggas, CMG shit. Y'all rich niggas, every count shit.
That boy, YFN Lucci, man, he home, he free now. Shout out YFN Lucci.
Nah, I would never f them broke ass. Shit. When I was broke, why would I f them now they broke? It ain't my fault you broke. You weren't playing on me.
I told y'all, Black Youngsta. Hey, that nigga was something else, dog. He was a motherfucker, though. Look at him.
I'm telling my mom, ooh, I'm pregnant. Ooh, my shoe just fell out. Ooh, my head just fell out. Ooh.
But Stan G didn't see it that way. In his eyes, Youngsta wasn't just being loyal, he was being used. He called him one of the biggest sendouts in Memphis, basically saying Gotti would send Youngsta to do the risky moves and handle the beefs he didn't want to touch himself. And if you think about it, that matches how things played out. Gotti played the calm boss role, while Youngsta was the one wilding out on camera.
For a long time, see, it's a long story behind Black Youngsta. See, Black Youngsta was hanging with one of Gotti enemies before he got what got it. Okay. So Black Youngsta is somebody who just jump around for the money. He's just a send out. He one of the biggest send outs from Memphis. They're just keeping it real.
The problem is that kind of role doesn't last forever. After Dolph's death, those antics stopped looking funny and started looking dangerous. Instead of being CMG's spark, Youngsta became the one carrying all the baggage. Every diss, every graveyard stunt, every...
Were you sexually abused by staff, guards, or other adults in the juvenile detention center? Many victims have already...
reckless move.
Chat, I want to ask y'all for real. What do y'all really think about this, man? Like, what is really going on with CMG, man? Man, is it really falling apart, man? Man, I don't know, man. I mean, it's looking like it low key. Because the only artist I see being pushed from CMG is Gorilla. I know Moneybagg Yo had dropped the album, I think, recently, but it didn't really do big like that. It didn't. So ESTG, I mean, it's a lot. You know, you got Mozzie signed to them. It's a lot. But only one I really see being pushed is Gorilla, being honest.
Move, people tied it to him, and now he's gone quiet. Stan G even said he's in hide mode because the Dolph case is still hanging over him. To the streets, that makes him look done. And to Gotti, it makes him look like a liability, the type of person who could bring the wrong kind of attention at the worst time. So here's where it gets really obvious something ain't right. Black Youngsta has gone viral more than once for taking CMG out of his bio and claiming he's independent. Every time he does it, fans start speculating like crazy. Usually he ends up back around Gotti, like nothing happened. But this time, it feels different. Right after all the tension, and with Stan G's warning in the air, Youngsta started posting long rants. And these weren't random. He was calling out fake CEOs, fake big homies, and fake brothers, all titles people have used to describe Yo Gotti before. He even said he was done with fake love, fake loyalty, and putting trust in the wrong people. If that ain't a shot, I don't know what is.
I hate it like this. Cause bro, it's like, what, if you so gangster, why the f you rapping? Why you ain't out there kidding? You need to go do some murders, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you're a killer, go kill some shit.
That got
right on the stage. You know what I'm saying? So I look at it like so many people want to be rappers, and so many people always, I ain't no rapper, I'm a street. You know what I'm saying? It's just so much bullshit. So I had to wonder to myself, like, what the f am I? You know what I'm saying? All these people be lying like they this and they did. But what I had to really think like, what am I? I'm not a rapper. I like rapping, but I'm telling my side, but I really like entertaining people.
What really stuck out was how emotional the posts were. Youngsta talked about losing friends, being alone, and knowing he could be touched no matter how much money he had. And you guys, that doesn't sound like someone clowning around. It sounds like somebody who knows he's in danger. And the timing? Too perfect to ignore. Right when fans were already whispering about CMG falling apart, Youngsta himself was basically confirming that not everything is cool behind the scenes. Even if he never says Gotti's name directly, everyone caught the message. Now here's the thing, Yo Gotti has always styled himself as a mob boss. His name comes from John Gotti, and he leans into that image. So when Youngsta called out fake CEOs, Gotti answered with mafia-coded bars and Jay-Z's Dynasty intro. It was his way of flexing power, a reminder of who calls the shots.
You know, you come well regarded. I mean, Sean Jay-Z Carter speaks very highly of you, right? I mean, Steve Stout speaks very highly of you. You know, I can't find a person that says anything bad about Yo Gotti, and they always say how smart you are, how focused you are, and a lot to get into about your business personality and all that.
And that's what makes this scarier. In a mob-style structure, breaking rank isn't just disrespect, it's betrayal. And betrayal doesn't end clean. If we're being real, everything between Black Youngsta and Yo Gotti really started falling apart after Young Dolph's death. That's when the tension went from whispers to something everyone could see. See, after Dolph was killed, the streets were already pointing fingers at CMG.
That's crazy, man. Dang. Chat, y'all see that, man? For real, man. I'm just on here commentating, breaking it down, man. Like, you know, just looking at everything and just putting my little 1-2 on here. But, you know, that's what we do, you know, as content creators. Man, but that's crazy, though, man. Like, I ain't gonna lie, CMG was the shit. Like, you feel me? And I ain't gonna lie. PRE was, too. I never picked a side in any one of those camps, you know what I'm saying? I listen to both sides of their music. Like, I listen to Young Dolph and his artists, Key Glock and all them. I listen to them. I listen to Yo Gotti and motherfucking, what the name? Oh, I've been listening to Mozzie, though. I was listening to Mozzie before he was signed to CMG. But Yo Gotti and Black Youngsta, some of Black Youngsta stuff, you know, was cool. Then you had, like I say, Moneybagg Yo, when he first came out, Moneybagg Yo was sliding. Then you got Glorilla. She came out and put on for the women, you know, for the females, you know what I'm saying? And she turned up with that nigga free. She turned up, and it was a hot summer. And after that, she got signed. I think she made that video before she got signed, and she had hit like 2 million views on that video and went up in like a month, I believe. And since then, she got signed, and it came from there. But damn, what really is going on with CMG, man? What's really happening, man?
Gotti's own brother, Big Jook, was even picked up and questioned by police. And even more recently, the alleged person who took Dolph out, Govan Hernandez, just got acquitted. And in case you missed it, here's the video.
We, the jury, find the defendant, Hernandez Govan, not guilty in count 2 of the indictment.
But yeah, man, you know what? I know y'all already seen all that already. I'm about to go and get up out of here, man. Y'all going to go to... Let me show y'all her channel real quick, too. Y'all know I always got to show everybody channel, whatever channel it is. That's Letitia. That's Letitia channel right there. She has 72,000 subscribers, 186 videos. So y'all go over there and tap in with her if y'all want to finish watching the rest of that. I'm not going to post everything, all her content. I'm just giving y'all a 1-2 on that, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like it's just all fucked up, man. It's all fucked up, you know what I'm saying? Like I always say, everything that come on the internet, bro, is always allegedly, because you don't never know what really happened. You wasn't there, I wasn't there. It's just something for us to commentate on the internet, man, and put our little 1-2 behind it. Our opinion. Everybody entitled to their own opinion. So that's all it is at the end of the day. But I want to make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe to the channel, man. I'm gonna keep coming on and posting content. Like I say, $50 giveaway coming up September 22nd. Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. The people I see dropping the most comments, I'll be able to find out which one dropped the most comments within this time frame, from that to that time frame, and that's who will be getting the $50. If nobody don't comment, then nobody ain't getting $50. Simple. But I ain't gonna hold y'all on that, man. On that note, you know, we finna want to get up out of here. Feel me? Y'all make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe to the channel. and stay tuned. Feel me? I'm always keep coming with some shit. All right, I'm out.
Bro.